Hello everyone, and this is the lecture series of hydraulic machine subject. In this subject, today I will teach about the hydraulic symbol, and these hydraulic symbol gives the information related to the hydraulic circuit. And this is a one type of family of graphic symbols has been developed to represent fluid power components and system on systematic drawings. And in the United States, the American National Standards Institute ANSI is responsible for the symbol information. And for this introduction, short introduction about the hydraulic symbol, and today this is third unit, and lecture number is 19. And for my introduction, myself Rahul Kumar, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Gyan Vihar University, Jaipur. So if I am talking about the hydraulic symbols, means these symbol which authority given this type of symbol. So here is one United States standard. United States define the all types of symbol representation, and these symbol given by the American National Standard Institute ANSI, and which is also responsible for symbol information. And for the symbol information, the institute, we can say that this institute give the all type of control and makeup of symbol standards and changes, any modification or any other type of information which you want to add in the symbol, then this type of all type of control provided by the ANSI, right? And some other Indian standard. This is the ISO. This is the Indian standard follow the ISO levels and ANSI also. So ISO is the International Standard Organization. ISO is the International Standard Organization, has the same control over the symbol used internationally. Means if you are working in India or you can work in America, so same type of symbols are used for the study of hydraulic circuit, and both system have the same format. Especially since ANSI changed its symbol in 1966 to eliminate all written information. And the both authority means ANSI, this is the American National Standard Institute, and another one is ISO, International Standard Organization, which gives the which provide the rule to draw the symbol and how to use this type of symbol, right? For this using of symbol, hydraulic symbol, you can better understand about the hydraulic circuit. In the case of you are working in India and you are working in like as a China or any other city, so all type of symbol information which is given by the ANSI or ISO, both are the same manner. So these symbols sometimes it may be called standard symbol allowed fluid power systematic diagram, and to be read the understand by person in many different countries, even when they do not speak the same language. But suppose in India, Hindi people are speaking Hindi, but in America some people are speaking in English and some mother tongue language, and China is Chinese, Chinese person is speaking Chinese language, and Japan is different, and Qatar is different. So different types of languages are vary with region to region, but these symbols are same. So languages are different, but symbols are same. So from the conclusion of this symbol information, it can give the one representation which shows the system information of the hydraulic circuit, right? So this is the main course of the hydraulics, or we can say that this is the objective of hydraulic systems or hydraulic symbols. And by the end of this section, the student able to understand about the design of system through which fluid will flow and the calculation of losses that will occur when the fluid flows. And it also give the information about some type of losses, and some side is very high power is required. It can give information related to this, and the selection of suitable device which will deliver enough energy to the fluid to overcome these losses. So this type of information it will also provide by the symbol circuit. And sometimes fluid is very high, so it is denoted as a light color, and sometimes fluid pressure is very high, so it gives the very dark color in this case. So the color and the symbol designation provide the information regarding the hydraulic system. And these hydraulic systems are used in the many places. Suppose in the case of pipeline industries, manufacturing industries, boiler case, or in case of hydraulic feeding the nuclear fuel in the nuclear reactor. At that time hydraulic circuits are used. And the common place is JCB. JCB is the best example for this case. And one more, your hydraulic lift also, right? So many more examples related to this system. So these are the some objectives related to the hydraulic circuit or hydraulic symbol. So we can move to the next page regarding the introduction of this hydraulic system. For the introduction of the hydraulic circuit, this is the simple hydraulic circuit. In this circuit, suppose several components are connected, but here only some important component are connected because this is a simple hydraulic circuit. In this simple hydraulic circuit, these lines shows the hydraulic lines of the fluid. This line shows the hydraulic lines of the fluid, and this is the hydraulic actuating unit, where the output is given by the form of the mechanical drive, right? And this is the input hydraulic fluid line, and this is the output hydraulic fluid line, and this is the control valve. This is the symbol of the control valve, which provides the fluid. Sometimes provide the input line, sometimes it provide the out this line and this fluid back to the reservoir. And these are the different types of combination. These are the different types of combination related to the circuit. And this is the one flow control valve. This is the flow control valve, or which can say that this is the flow pressure reducing valve. This is one time it says the pressure reducing valve, which helps the circuit if any extra pressure or any excess pressure inside this fluid line, then this valve suddenly open and it minimize the pressure inside the fluid line, and this fluid sends to the reservoir. Here is this is the variable displacement pump is here connected, and I will talk about the different types of symbols in the previous slides. So this is a one type of variable displacement, and this is the motor symbol. Here is one motor is connected. This is a one type of electric motor or any mechanical drive, which is connected to this pump, and which drive the pumps, or which provide the input energy to the pump for the circulating the fluid from reservoir to the fluid line. So, and this is the this side, this is the symbol of the reservoir, right? This is the symbol of reservoir. So this symbol shows the simplest hydraulic system, consists of a pair of the different types of cylinders with movable piston. Here this piston is movable piston, and in each, and the whole system filled with a fluid. Suppose this system filled with a fluid when system is not activated, and if the suppose this type of hydraulic circuit directly works on the Pascal's law. This type of hydraulic circuit directly works on the Pascal's law, and this is given by the F equal to P into A. A means area of this actuating unit, area of this cylinder, right? So this is the same area, and how much pressure is given? How much pressure is given by the fluid, which gives a one force, because F equal to P into A, right? So means it gives the one type of force, and this force equal to F equal to P into A is here. So if the area of the input piston are the same, then forces will be the same, and but here is, this is the circuit, and the pressure of the hydraulic fluid is the same throughout the machine, and if the piston have the same surface area, there will be the same force on them. And for this case of this here, if I am designing a new hydraulic circuit, so designing a hydraulic machines involve choosing the relative area of the piston. So this area of the piston is very important case for the sudden or quick response for the actuating unit, and it is able to the pressure in the fluid at the any point makes hydraulic machines quite simple to the engineer, and you can easily design a machine that exert an output force of the some fixed size compared to the input force as any angle you choose here. So means this actuating unit you can place in any angle, so it provide a one force. Suppose in the case of JCB machine always rotating like this, right? This type of, so but where is one piston is connected at the back side of the bumper of this hydraulic means JCB machine. So if piston is connected, then if I am send the fluid to the piston then operate up and means to and fro motion, and it will actuate the hydraulic circuit. And for this purpose you can easily have to same effect into two different places, simple, by creating a piston force of equal cross sectional area, and this can be used by a example of just like as a simple example is here. Here is motor is connected, but in the case of brake system where is motor is not connected, only you pushes the brake pedal, and this provide the very big force inside this brake drum of the brake, and the producing a big force by providing a large input area. So these type of hydraulic circuits are used to provide a simplex way of this of the human work, right? In this lecture I will teach about the symbols of hydraulic pumps and motors, hydraulic actuators, direction control valves, pressure control valves, flow control valves, check valves and accessories. And these all type of symbol related to the hydraulic circuit, and this symbols gives the all information related to the hydraulic system also, right? So first we give the some information regarding the hydraulic pump and motor and its symbol also. If first I will give the some introduction about the pump and the hydraulic motors. And for the pump, this is a one type of device that moves fluid, and this fluid like as a liquid or gas, or sometimes it is a slurries, and by mechanical action typically converted the mechanical energy into the hydraulic energy, right? And these but in the case of hydraulic fluid, only displacement type of fluid pump is used, and pump it creates a one mechanism and consumes energy to perform mechanical work by this moving fluid. And pump operate via many energy source including manual operation, electricity motor, or some case of many other industrial applications. And this mechanical pump serves a wide range of applications such as pumping. It can send the fluid from the whole hydraulic circuit, or we can say that this is the heart of the system. From the, if I am consider the human body, in the human body one heart is attached here. So this heart pump the fluid, pump the blood throughout the body here. So similar the pump in the hydraulic circuit, this pump provide the one type of heart action, and it can send the hydraulic fluid to the other of the system, right? So generally I am talking about the pump, and pump is a conversion of mechanical to hydraulic energy. This is the main function of the pump. And for the case of hydraulic motor, and hydraulic motor, this is a one type of electrical machine which convert the hydraulic rotation energy into the mechanical energy. This is a one type of hydraulic motor. With the help, in case of hydraulic motor we can use the electric motor, and in case of electric motor, the electric motor converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. And most electrical motors operate through a interaction between the motor's magnetic field and electric current in wire winding to generate force in the form of torque applied on the motor shaft. Electric motors can be powered by the direct current source or the alternating current source also. And but in the case of hydraulic circuit, here some DC motor are used to drive the pump, right? And in electric motor, these are the classification for considering the internal construction, applications and the motion output. And the addition of serves as a one type of AC and DC types of motor. And some motor may be brushless, or some are the brushed motors, and maybe various type of single phase, two phase and the three phase motor. but in here DC motor are used for the case of hydraulic circuit, right? This is a one 3D and actual figure of the hydraulic pump. So this is the suction port. This is a suction port, and this is the drive shaft, right? This is the rear view, and here this is the pump body. This is the hydraulic pump body, and this is the pressure flow port, right? Or we can say that the it sends the high pressurized liquid to the output, right? So input is here, this is the input, and this is the output section. So for this case, here we conduct different types of it can send the different amount of fluid to the hydraulic circuits. So this figure shows the basic symbol of the hydraulic pump, and this figure also shows the fixed and variable type of pump, and the base symbol for the hydraulic pump is actually very quite simple, and it starts with the standard circle and a directional arrow point out of end from within that circle. The solid filled triangle, this triangle, and this is a one type of arrow, right? And this here is one triangle which this type of this triangle, right? Here this triangle, solid triangle, makes this a hydraulic pump, while pneumatic power and most of the pneumatic symbol are outlines only, and there exists no other option to the particular pump symbol, right? So this triangular arrow shows the fluid is sent from this side to this side. So this is the input section, and this is the output section of the pump. So and these some arrows, this type of arrows, this is the two-way pump, and this is the single-way pump. So this is a in the first two symbols which shows the fixed pump, and this is the variable displacement pump. The second symbol shows the variable displacement pump. So for this circuit of this fixed and variable displacement pump, and this is a rare to see the pump in any orientation, but not when reading systematic, and they often period below to line terminating into the reservoir symbol, which is shown once if multiple components such as filters, ball valves, accessories, or even other kinds of tank line will be needed. So other designers prefer to show every tub tank line can be winded as needed. So this type of means this symbol inform the like one kinds of symbol, just like as a this is a variable displacement pump and pressure compensated unidirectional hydraulic pump. This is a one type of this symbol represents the unidirectional hydraulic pump, and this is the bidirectional hydraulic pump. It includes variable arrow. This arrow shows the variable phase of this arrow is here, and across the entire symbol, and explaining that the pump displacement can be modified to left is a smaller arrow, right? Here is, this is the smaller arrow. As you may picked up the earlier symbol articles, it tells the pump displacement varies automatically with pressure compensation, right? This type of pump gives the information regarding this type of pump varies accordingly with the pressure compensation. And as a fan of ISO 1219 symbology, I didn't find the symbol visually pleasing, concise it is. And so move to the next type of symbols. Yeah, this is a three or four type of symbol here. Four symbols. This is a one fixed pump, fixed hydraulic pump, and this is a hydraulic motor, or we can say that this is a one type it is called the hydraulic electric motor. And this motor connected to the hydraulic fluid, hydraulic pump is here, and here is this is a reservoir, right? This is a one reservoir which the pump extracts the fluid from the reservoir and sent to the other end, right? So this symbol shows the other end of this means output of the pump also. So this is the one designation of the motor, pump and reservoir. And these lines, this line shows the actuating line of the hydraulic fluid, right? Here some more symbols of fixed and variable displacement motors are connected. So this is the one type of different symbol. This is the two-way symbol, and this is the bi-way symbol for this pump. Means here it will connect to the different types of connection of the motor also. Yeah, this is a fixed and variable displacement motor symbol, and in this symbol this gives the information about the how to motor is connected. So one way, this is here the variable speed motor. In one way, this is the two-way variable speed motor, and this is working as a 360 degree of this symbol. So these are the fixed and variable displacement motors, and these are all types of the variable arrow. This is the variable arrow, right? And variable arrow beside the pump symbol, and of course tells as the pump is adjustable displacement, and the method of the displacement control is defined by the compound symbol attached to the pump left, and under the long rectangle is a spring with a variability arrow which represent the pressure compensator spring also. So different types of symbols are used for this case. So this symbol gives the information related to the pilot pressure valve and the position of this valve also, right? Justification of the valve. Next symbols for the hydraulic circuit is this is the hydraulic actuators, and this hydraulic actuators based on the function of conversion of energy, and this conversion of energy into the hydraulic energy into the mechanical energy of the rotation. Rotation means rotation of the hydraulic pump also. So for this case, so here is different types of hydraulic motor are used for this purpose. And the hydraulic cylinder, this gives the output of the system, of the output of the system, and which sometimes called the hydraulic piston. A typical hydraulic actuator symbols are shown in this next previous slides, and it consists of a cylinder, piston, spring, hydraulic supply, and the return line, and the stem. And the piston slides vertically inside the cylinder, and separates the cylinder into the two chambers. It separates the cylinder into the two chambers, and the upper chamber contains the spring and the lower chamber contains the hydraulic oil. So these are the differentiation, but the main function of the hydraulic actuator or hydraulic cylinder is here. This is the this provide the conversion process of the energy. And which type of energy it can convert? It convert the hydraulic energy into the mechanical in the form of linear motion. Conversion of hydraulic energy into the mechanical energy in form of linear motion, and the piston slides vertically inside the cylinder, right? And for this case, the so move to the, these are the different kinds of symbols for the hydraulic cylinder. This is the, or we can say that this is the hydraulic unit. So this is a two-way cylinders. This is also a two-way. This is also a two-way cylinders. So, and this is the two-way and two sequence type of cylinder, right? This is a two-way and sequence. This is the only one-way and sequence type of cylinder. First, this is this, and then this type fluid actuating unit. And for this case, here these are the ports where the hydraulic supply and return line. This is the hydraulic supply line is connected here, and here is hydraulic return line is connected in both cases, right? Here is the supply return, and here is supply, and this is the return line is connected here to the lower chamber, and they allows fluid to the flow to and from the lower chamber of the actuator, and the stem transmit the motion of the piston into the valve. Suppose it creates a one pressure inside this piston, so this pressure creates a one force, and then for this force, then this piston move to the upward forward direction, right? So the main purpose of this here pressure, and this works on the Pascal's law, and this pressure result in a force on the bottom of the piston means this side of the piston, and opposite to the force caused by the pump because pump always send the pressurized fluid, and when the hydraulic force is greater than the normal force, the piston being to move forward direction, right? And then valve becomes to the open. As the hydraulic pressure increases, then valve again and again open this here, and it reaches this end position. This is the just dead end of this actuating unit, and the principle behind this operation of the hydraulic actuators are like those of the pneumatic actuators, and each uses some motive force to overcome a spring force to move the valve. And also hydraulic actuators can design to fail open or fail close to provide a fail safe structure. For the advantage of the hydraulic circuit is the hydraulic actuator are rugged and suited for the high force application, for this case. And this hydraulic cylinder, this is the direction control valve, and this control valve used to open and close of the hydraulic circuit means and this give the direction the fluid is going to the actuating unit, or the fluid is going to the reservoir also. So it provide a open and close various flow path. And this is the direction control valve, are one of the most fundamental parts of the hydraulic and pneumatic system. And direction control valve allows the fluid flow in one direction or the different direction. This is depend on the hydraulic circuit. And here is different types of paths are used to the drive the unit. So direction control valves is usually consist of a spoil inside the cylinder, and which is mechanically or electrically actuated, and the position of the spool restricts or permits flow, thus is control the fluid flow also. So this is the here I am designated the one 4x3 direction control valve for this purpose. So this is a one type of hydraulic control valve figure, right? This is a one, and this is the stem lever. This is the which allows to flow in which fluid lines, right? This is the figure of 4x3 direction control valve. In this figure, this shows the three types of these are the controlling unit is here, and this is four types of input and output connection we have attached here. So this is the stem or lever which control the fluid flow inside this. So here is this is the hydraulic fluid goes inside, and at the same time fluid is good out from this port, and these are the different fluid line, and this is the different fluid line. This is the one way to send the fluid in the hydraulic circuit. So in the four-way directional valve, and this represent the one block diagram in this here. This is a one block diagram, and which control the four ports, and four ports by the three position, and three position is here. This is 1, 2 and 3 position, and four valves, right? And are the flow path. The ports connect to what typical model of the hydraulic pump are used here. So these type of fluid pump is connected here. So then this figure shows the different types of position. In this case only this valve is activated, port is activated, and other is closes here. So here this is the same pressurization of fluid line, and this goes to the here and then sent to the reservoir. This is the pressurized fluid line, and this in this time fluid goes from this section and return from this section to the hydraulic fluid line. And this is the another position of the direction control valve, right? And inside these here the one unit is connected to the directly reservoir, and one unit is supply the fluid in the circuit. At the second type, here fluid is good, and this is the pressurization fluid, and this is the return line fluid, right? These are the different types of direction control valve symbols, and this is the simple type of direction control valve symbol. This is the reservoir connection, right? And here this is the only 2-port symbol. This is also 2-port. This is a 3-port symbol. For this one connection it goes to the directly reservoir, one is the fluid line, and one is the just reverse connection of this line also. And this 5 and 6 symbol both are same types, which but here one difference is only this straight line. This straight line shows the pneumatic valve variable or not. So these type of symbols give the different position of the direction control valves, right? These are the another symbol of DC valve switching mechanism, right? Just to see inside this and take a picture of the symbol. And the next symbol is here pressure control valve. Pressure control valves the excess pressure inside the fluid line, and this control the pressure in the system and protects the system from the high pressure. So this is a one type of spring loaded valve, and this valve is directly connected to the hydraulic fluid lines, and this is the one pressurized line is connected, and this is the reservoir, and this port is connected to the reservoir lines, right? So here in this fluid line, any excess pressure is created. Any excess pressure means which force the spring in the backward direction, and moves the spring in the backward direction. Then this amount of pressure then reaches from this port to, and then this pressurized fluid move to the reservoir. So at the operation of this pressure relief valve, which provide one adequate pressure or one sufficient pressure inside this fluid line, and this can also reduce the higher pressure stream to the lower constant downstream pressure also, right? So these are the symbols of the pressure relief valve. This is the pressure relief valve, this is another pressure relief valve. And how to pressure relief valve is connected to the circuit. This is connected to just after the hydraulic pump, and then to the reservoir, right? Then move to the next section of this MCQ problem of this lecture, and for this MCQ lecture problem here this is the first MCQ problem, and this problem shows the fluid power circuit use systematic drawing. Means some fluid power circuits use systematic drawing to simplify the component function details, make it so trained persons can understand the function, make the drawing look impressive, make untrained person to understand. So A is the right answer for this question, and for the A, which gives the simply component function details, So this is necessary for the all hydraulic fluid applications. This is the question number 2. For the question number 2, which gives the pneumatic symbol is a different from a hydraulic symbol used for the same function, and the same as hydraulic symbol used for the same function, and not to be compared to a hydraulic symbol used for the same function, and none of the mentioned. So here A is the right answer for this question. So it gives the different form of hydraulic symbol used for the same function. So A is the right answer for this question. Then move to the next question. Pneumatic system usually do not exceed 1 HP, 1 to 2 HP, 2 to 3 HP, 4 to 5 HP. So the pneumatic system usually operates at the range of 1 HP also only. So A is the right answer for this question. In this case, most hydraulic circuit operate from the central hydraulic power unit, use air over oil power units, and have a directed power unit, and does not have directed power unit. So the hydraulic circuit uses the A is the option is right, operate from the central hydraulics power unit also. So the A is the right answer. Then move to the next question. Hydraulic and pneumatic circuit perform the same way for all functions, and perform differently for all functions, and perform the same with the some expectations, and does not perform all the functions. So C is the right answer for this question. Perform the same with some expectations, right? So C is the right answer for this question. Then move to the next question here. In the next question, the lubricator in the pneumatic circuit is the first element in line, second element in line, last element in line, and the third element in line. So this is the last elemental line. C is the right. When comparing first cost of the hydraulic systems to pneumatic systems, generally they are most expensive to purchase, less expensive to purchase, cost is same, and cost is not required. So they, in this case, B option is right, less expensive to purchase also. And then move to the next question, number 8. When comparing operating cost of hydraulic system to pneumatic system, generally they are more expensive to operate, less expensive to operate, cost is same to operate, and cost is not required. So B answer is right for this question, right? Then move to the next question. This is the next question. This is gives the centrifugal pumps are used to transport the pressure, speed, power, fluid. So centrifugal is a transport to pressure also. Then A is the right answer for this question. Move to the next question. The most common hydraulic fluid is mineral oil, synthetic fluid, water, or gel. So the most common hydraulic fluid is here water. Water is the right answer for this question. So C is the right answer. Then move to the next question. This is the references of this lecture is here. For the references, engineering fluid mechanics by K.L. Kumar, fluid mechanics and machine F.M. White, and fluid mechanics and machine A.K. Jain, and fluid mechanics V.L. Steeper, M.C. Grahil, and fluid mechanics with application S.K. Gupta and V. Gupta, New Age publication, right? So these are the some references books for the hydraulic machines subject. Then move to the for if I will give some so here only some symbols are explained in this class. So for the next lecture I will explain the whole symbols related information regarding this. So any questions and queries, just you mail me, and thank you for this lecture, and for your kind attention, and thank you all of you. Thanks.